chapter 3.
I got the thing. I kept a piece of paper for you.
All right.
Oh, okay, you gonna read that.
Judith chapter 3, verse 1.
All right.
So they sent ambassadors unto him to treat of peace, saying, Behold, we the servants of Nebuchadnezzar, the great king, lie before thee, use us as shall be good in thy sight. So they want to be servitude. Exactly, and conquered nation and stuff, and so we're gonna be servitude. All right. Verse 3. Behold, our houses and all our places and all our fields of wheat and flocks and herds and all the lodges of our tent lie before thy face. Use them as it pleaseth thee. So take take all our goods, houses, take everything, because
This don't kill us. This gets bad.
yeah, and then they're gonna be servants right away. So if they didn't, say that they're servants, what would have he have done? He would have done what he did before. Kill, massacre and conquer and spoil them. So they're just gonna be servants. Subdue themselves before him. Verse 4. Behold, even our cities and the inhabitants thereof are thy servants. Come and deal with them as seemeth good unto thee. All right, they submit. Verse 5. So the men came to Holofernes, which is the army, in chapter 2, verse 4, and declared unto him after this manner. So they came with the captain, right? Declaring what the people want to subdue themselves, they're going to be servitude, and you can take all our cities, our houses, everything. It's all yours. Verse 6. Then came he down toward the sea coast, both his army, which was a great army, and set garrisons, military posts in the high cities, and took out of them chosen men for aid, for help. So garrisons, military posts, and they're there to keep everything intact.
Just like the United States. Yeah. Every time they conquer somebody, he put their what do you call it?
The embassies and military posts there.
Like over here. You know what I'm saying? Came over here and took over the whole continent. Ain't nothing of yours over here. Is Indians wrong?
They took it from the Latinos and so-called Latinos, everything.
They taking Africa slowly. They even took it from their own people too. Yeah. We was reading about that last night, about the three that were subdued, and then the three countries that the United States took over: France, England, and who was the third one? Spain. They was all over here in America controlling the Indians.
But South Africa does like this are killing them left and right now.
Yeah, it's changing.
Yes, changing.
Now them Africans killing them.
So
you go to the beach in South Africa. Yeah. Cape Town, is that the last piece places down there, they on the beach chilling. And I guess somebody looked to see who was it back. Oh,
So
they down in Africa. The whole continent. Because the whole world is, come on, man. The whole world is coming against these cats now.
so before we go to fight, right? What do we do first? Read Deuteronomy 20, verse 10.
You said Gabar?
Gabar, yeah.
No, I made sure because my ears still work.
You need to get this.
I heard you. He said Gabar.
Nah, you got a question.
No, he got a Italian voice. 22?
Deuteronomy 20, verse 10. So just like how they here they submit themselves to him, right?
They ain't gonna put that. 10 years go by, they ain't put that on me. No. Niggas that take it over. Deuteronomy 20 and 10. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When thou comest nigh unto a city to fight against it, then proclaim peace unto it.
Yeah, we're gonna proclaim peace, right?
Right.
We're not gonna just go and just, wipe them out.
Right.
Unless the Most High gave us certain instructions to go and do. But here, this is according to the law.
And it shall be, if it make the answer of peace and open unto thee, then it shall be that all the people that is found therein shall be tributaries unto thee, and they shall serve thee.
Exactly. They're going to be our servants. So.
And if it will make no peace with thee, but will make war against thee, then thou shalt besiege it.
Yes. We're going to surround it then.
Let me keep going. So that's it.
Yeah, okay. Go down to 13 too.
Okay. And when the Lord thy God has delivered it into thy hands, thou shalt smite every mill thereof with the edge of the sword.
Exactly. So we're just gonna war against it, declare peace.
Right. Right.
So they submit themselves to him. And have the garrison military post there. Verse 7. So they and all the country round about received them with garlands, with flowers, leaves, garlands around the head. Sometimes like during the Roman times or whatever, they have flowers and like in circles and stuff, like a parade.
Mm-hmm.
With dances and with timbrels, like a parade, they welcome them. Because they, submit themselves to him.
Right.
Verse 8, yet he did cast down their frontiers, their borders, and cut down their groves, for he had decreed to destroy all the gods of the land, and all nations should worship Nebuchadnezzar only, and that all tongues and tribes should call upon him as God.
Yeah, that's how white man want us to be right now. And this was Ham, right? This how white,
Right? Well, read that again.
that was good.
Did I?
That verse?
Oh,
Read.
verse 8. Yet he did cast down their frontiers, borders, and cut down their groves, for he had decreed to destroy all the gods of the land, that all nations should worship Nebuchadnezzar only, and that all tongues.
That right there. That what? Tongue. Tongue. What's all tongue right there?
The language.
Language. All tongues, language. So when somebody says speaking in tongues, it's language.
Mm-hmm.
Right? All tongues It's another word for dialect. Language. Dialect.
Okay. And tribes should call upon him as God.
Now that was an African, right?
I forgot his nationality.
I think Nebuchadnezzar was an African. This was before the Greeks.
So in verse 8,
Or the Persian.
Yeah, he was a Ham.
Yeah,
it's a Ham, right?
Yeah.
Verse 8, Ham.
Okay. You want some else?
Verse 8.
Nine.
So you know where we fit in this, right? Just from that verse alone, right? That's where we come in. Because now when it comes to us,
Right.
that ain't gonna fly.
Right. But we
That ain't
worship
gonna
the
fly.
one and only powerful God.
That ain't gonna fly, and then we gonna be in trouble with him.
Right. Right.
So that's when the story get interesting. The other nation, some other nation, they don't care, right? They can worship him and they can bow down, but with us, when it comes there, that's it. That's one territory you don't cross.
Right.
Trying to tell us to worship other gods.
Right.
That's it. It's
Yeah.
a done deal right there.
So-
That's gonna be
That's in the command.
that's gonna be a brick wall. That's a brick wall right there.
So that's what we had Daniel 6 and 10.
Daniel 6 and 10.
That's what we read earlier.
Earlier.
We read it
I
earlier.
read it earlier. Would you want to read it again?
So, call upon him as God. I mean, come on.
You don't want to read it?
Yeah.
This is your time. You know what I mean? All of a sudden you're back in.
And what's important is if we among other people, right? They worship their idols. That's on them.
Right.
Right? Just like in America, we have people worshiping all kinds of false god and Catholic and.
Right. All kinds
But
of
we
stuff.
here, that's that's them.
Right.
But when this guy comes, you gotta worship him alone. That's a problem right there.
Right.
Right? That's like proclaim himself to be the Most High. That ain't gonna fly when it comes to us.
Yeah. So go bar Daniel 6 and 10. Yeah, read it.
Was the car wanted to read this?
No. All right.
If you
All
want
right.
me to, I'll do it. Yeah, please. Oh, you sure you didn't want to read it? You look like you can read it. Well, thank you. All right, Daniel 6 and 10. Now, when Daniel knew that the writing was signed, he went into his house, and his windows being opened in his chamber toward Jerusalem, he knelt upon his knees 3 times a day and prayed and gave thanks before his God as he did after a time. Amen.
For a time, yeah.
Okay.
So he heard the writing and everything. So like what Kahan Pokwa said, that's not gonna come with us. That's not gonna fly with us because we worship the one and true living God. And also
Conversation I had last night.
Daniel 4 and 33.
Who?
Daniel 4 and 33.
Barney, look, you sound good. Thank you. That's highlights.
8.
The same hour? 4 and 30. The same hour was the thing fulfilled upon Nebuchadnezzar, and he was driven from men and did eat grass as oxen, and his body was wet with the dew of heaven. So his hairs were grown like eagles' feathers, and his nails like birds' claws.
Okay. It's what the Most High did. It's what the Most High did to him.
Mm-hmm.
He's like an animal out there eating grass and claws and the dew of heaven that's on him out there.
Is that the same Nebuchadnezzar we read about in the Bible? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the same person.
I think it's what it is. I think it
might
is.
be, because he said he was God, and this dude didn't want to give God the credit. He thought he was God. It might be the same Nebuchadnezzar.
Yeah.
That's
That
what-
one.
Yeah.
Okay, verse 34 also.
Who? 34, verse 34. And at the end of the days, I, Nebuchadnezzar, lifted up my eyes into heaven, and my understanding returned unto me, and I blessed the Most High, and I praise and honor him that liveth forever, whose dominion is an everlasting dominion, and his kingdom is from generation to generation.
His understanding returned to him. So all that he was doing in his height, all that he was doing, right, even at his most powerful state, as people will see it, right? He was not a man of understanding. Imagine he gave a law for these commandments, right? And he's up there sitting in his chair in his high place, right?
Right.
Still, he was a stupid guy. But some might look at him as some big guy, and he knows, and he has knowledge, and he run a big army, right? He had people under him, but he had no understanding. He had no understanding. And that's the same way the people that we see in office that wear suits and tie, and we see them in Congress, we might think we might think they powerful. They have no understanding.
Shoot, that's a fool to me.
Right.
And they wield power though.
Right.
They could send the military here, there, do that, whatever, garrison, border, block it up, this and that, and have military walk in the street, drive around in the street every day and say, anybody come out, curfew, anybody come out, whatever, lock them up, and so on and so forth. And they could wield all that power.
Yeah, they got no understanding.
No understanding at all.
So the Most High did to Nebuchadnezzar, he recognized that the Most High is God, not him as being God. And eat grass like animal, So they, when they're writing this, they're seeing these things that like, wow, he's there chewing grass and eating grass like an animal,
They can.
Yeah.
Looking at it too.
And like feathers, and his nails like bird claws.
Yeah.
It's a shame that sometimes when we go through some experience, some harsh experience, that's when we come to realize the Most High is the one. And it takes some of us to go through some crazy stuff to come to our understanding, right?
That was crazy.
That was wild.
Yeah, it was.
Well, you turned into an eagle.
Like an animal eating grass.
And walking around.
So.
All fours.
You shoot your corner.
And people looking at you. Hey, man, child. I'm surprised they ain't taking the kingdom from me. Leave that girl alone. When they probably tried to do something against his boy, he probably ran and jumped up in the kingdom seat and still did it. But he couldn't talk.
He couldn't talk.
Yeah, he probably couldn't talk. Every time they did something against his commandment, he probably grabbing his wings. I know I can't get off my 4 feet.
That's why everything comes with their consequence, right? Sometimes we might look at somebody who have everything, so, quote unquote, as they living it up, right? And we down here going through all kinds of stuff. Yet we don't value or learn from the hardship that we're going through. We simply looking at the person that's uptight, like he's living it up.
Why can't I be like him?
Why can't I be like him? But in your state, this is an opportunity to value the hardship and the problem you're going through, right? You value what you're going through and learn from it. Then when you get up there, you'll be all right because you already been down. Rather than starting all the way up.
I ain't doing
Because
that.
when we all the way up, it's hard to think about the Most High because you're already up. As a matter of fact, you might even think that you being up, starting up, is the Most High that bless you, right? And it's usually we don't come down when something hit us, boom. That's when we find out, man, God. But when you're already up there, You have everything that somebody would wish to have. You don't care about God like that. As a matter of fact, you said that's why I'm up there is because of God.
I got all this.
I got all this because of God, right? It's when you're in hardship, that's when you realize if you have faith in the Most High. So that's when you realize it's easy to have faith in the Most High when things are running good. When things are running good, it's fine. It's good to have faith. But let me go to the hospital.
Oh,
and
Lord.
the doctor said you have cancer. Now let's see how much faith you have.
God, look at you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, some like it says, people who are higher up, and you say so on and so forth, right? And say, why not you? Why this person?
Right.
Numbers 12:2.
All right, boy, you sound good.
Kabara, read that for me, please. Baba Kasha.
So he asked him about my buddy had. There you go. There you go. 12:2. And they said, let me tell you what they said. This is that black talk here. And they said. See, that's what I say when I say about the Bible. But you told me about the English language. Okay, all right.
And not the white man.
Trouble last night.
Right?
Yeah, and they said.
Do you have a problem with what it says?
No, but.
They said, why does it say president, like we said earlier? Why it says president here?
Yeah.
That's what it said, what it says, right?
Right?
Gabar, you got it?
Yes.
Go ahead, Numbers 12:2.
And they said, has the Lord indeed spoken only by Moses? Has he not spoken also by us? And the Lord heard it.
So, Moses was leading the people, right?
Right.
Right? Now the Lord is spoken only by Moses? Why him? Why only by him?
Right. They thought they was on Moses' level. He had to put that chick in her place.
Right. Okay. And the Most High heard it, right? Verse 3.
He's the one who divided the report and all this stuff.
Keep reading, because the Most High heard it, right?
Right, he heard it. Now the man Moses was very meek above all men which were upon the face of the earth.
You know what position Moses had, right?
Big position.
He was a very meek man. He was meek. Verse 4.
And the Lord spake suddenly unto Moses, and unto Aaron, and unto Miriam. Come out ye three unto the tabernacle of the congregation. And they three came out. And the Lord came down in the pillar of the cloud, and stood in the door of the tabernacle, and called Aaron and Miriam, and they both came forth. And he said, hear now my words. If there be a prophet among you, I, the Lord, will make myself known unto him in a vision, and will speak unto him in a dream. My servant Moses is not so. Who is faithful in all my house? He told him that Moses is the man.
Yeah.
With him will I speak mouth to mouth, even apparently, and not in dark speeches. And the similitude of the Lord shall he behold. Wherefore then were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses?
Yep.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because that's deep. They turned her ass white.
You sure did. That's color from it.
So, I
You
mean.
want to try to take his position? She was talking about the woman. It don't matter. Okay, he had married an Ethiopian. If God didn't say it was bad, then it's cool. You right. He's the top dude.
He's top dude.
Right? They under him. They was trying to. Brother and sister, that's just how families is right now today.
Right.
Mom, and they gonna give me an article. My sister, I looked at her. Well, damn, let me get a run. Yeah. Don't hit me too. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to.
The question is, why wasn't Moses so high-minded? He was dealing with the Most High.
Right.
On a high level.
He was meek.
High level. Yeah, very high level.
He was very meek.
Why was he meek? Why was he meek in such a, why his meekness was so, prevalent like that? Why it was so vivid?
Well, he must have had the right thing for God to chose him. Then he killed somebody. Then he ran in the desert. But my man gave him a staff, a piece of bread,
Right.
and a little bit of a bottle of spring water. Right. Told him to go ahead.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he realized the experience and things that he went through, and he's still here. It's not because of his power.
No.
You talking about the movie again?
No. I'm thinking about. He don't know what's going on.
But I mean, he went through stuff, right? As a child, he was in the water.
Yeah.
Right. He was just giving up. He was just giving up on. When he traced back the history of his life,
yeah,
he realized what he had, what he went through, and things that he's dealing with and dealing with the Most High. He realized that was not his power. You can't. People who don't see it can't see that. Man, this guy's so powerful. But to him, he knew that the power that he has is not because of him. It's because of the Most High. So the Most High has power. So he had to just, calm down and so that he can.
He found that out. I'm about to go to the movie. All right.
Hey, you're watching all these movies, you know.
That lady went to the house where his mother was at, and he ran in and said, "Hey, you the lady about to get crushed up by the stones."
Right.
And he had his roll with him.
That's the movie.
Wait a minute.
That's the movie.
That's why the Lord told me to read.
That movie was
Movie. Enough for that. Let's stick to the scripture.
Yeah. But the Lord told me not to watch that movie. He told me to read the book.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, read the Bible.
Because Esau throw that monkey wrench in there, and it's and have that movie in our mind like that.
To make sure that those parts are
correct. Monkey wrench. That's why
Revelation 1 and 3.
Revelation 1 and 3.
I want you to read that for me, please.
All right, go ahead. Revelation 1 and 3. Hey. Well, I got some good friends here that read the Bible with me. Yeah. You know, that's you got good friends to read the Bible with you.
And before that, Revelation 1 and 3, you could for yourself, you could read Genesis 21 and 14.
Who? Anybody?
Zakar. Read Revelation 1 and 3. Yeah.
All right, 1 and 3. John to the seventh church. No.
Revelation 1 and 3.
That's 4. Okay, 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand.
Blessed is he that readeth, but not watching these movies that not coincide with the scriptures.
Don't just watch the movie.
The
movie good. So, it's real colorful too.
Do you want to hear about something with the water and so on and so forth? A bottle of water? Read Genesis 21 and 14.
Let's go 21 and 14.
And not Moses. Read Genesis 21 and 14. Yeah, Genesis 21.
21.
Genesis 21, 14.
21, 14, right first. Hey, my bad. Buddy. Ooh, I got it highlighted. And Abraham, y'all with me? And Abraham rose up early in the morning and took bread and a bottle of water. Ain't that a good word to say? A bottle of water. And gave it to Hagar, putting it on her shoulders. You got to go. And the child and sent her away, and she departed and wandered in the wilderness of Beersheba.
Okay. So
that's the part that you leave. That's the part with the bottle of water.
Yeah, so don't tell me about Moses. That's the movie.
Yeah. Like work. But people be trying to tell me about the Bible. Right.
Watch your movie.
Y'all gotta stop watching these movies.
Right.
Y'all gotta start reading.
I know I'm gonna get the movies.
That's the movie. That's not in the Bible. That's the movie.
Yeah. So, do you want a great thing in your mind and read the Bible and picture all the stuff that's going on?
Right.
Picture what's going on. Mm-hmm. Verse 9 now. Also, he came over against Esdraelon, near unto Judea, over against the great strait of Judea. right? So Judah, I think is coming close to some of our to where we are, right?
Yeah.
Verse 10. And he pitched between Geba and Sittal Polis, and there he tarried a whole month, that he might gather together all the carriages of his army. Carriages, chariots of his army. So bring all his army together.
Right, so that's where you get the supplies and things like that.
You get ready to go against Judah.
Because they got many spoilers, they got many servants, and it costs a lot of money to be able to feed these people and feed his army and having these servants and do all the stuff for him. So he feels good in himself now. So not people that back in chapter 1, not to to big up himself, that yeah, he's want people to worship him as a god, right? I mean,
that came out. What's that? I'm sorry. Yeah, that's it.
let me read Acts 12:21. And that's verse 8 still.
And you want to read Gabar?
Yeah, goodbye, read it for me.
Okay. Okay, Acts 12 and what, 21 you said?
Yeah, 21.
And upon a set day, Herod, arrayed in royal
Apparel.
sat upon his throne and made an oration unto them. Keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
And the people gave a shout, saying, it is the voice of a God, and not of a man. He must have a deep voice.
Yeah, keep reading.
And immediately the angel of the Lord smote him, because he gave not God the glory. And he was eaten of worms and gave up the ghost. That voice that he heard, that was the voice of God.
Mm.
No. When he spoke, he must have a deep voice, and they thought it was God.
Mm.
Say what?
That's a humbling experience right there.
Okay, when he said the voice of God, that was him?
No, him, yeah, as if he's a voice of God.
Not a demon.
Not a man. And as if he's a voice, as if he's a God. During the Roman times, right? They call each other gods and even make statues of them. Say they're God of this and they're God of that. And then even some of the statues, you can probably see some of the statues now that these big statues of these men, and they worship them. That's why back in the days of the time that they say bring all your gods and everything, bring them in, and they name, and I think in the Catholic Church, everything, they have all these saints. They have these saint, this saint, that saint, that, and if a person do something, they say, oh, he must be a saint, and they made them somewhat of a god.
St. John.
Yeah, No, I mean,
you go to churches?
No, you're going to the Catholic Church. It's all these idols all over the place. All these idols, because the Roman and the Greeks, they had their gods.
In the case of Nebuchadnezzar, he took it a step further. He wanted to abolish everybody's God and proclaim himself as the only God.
Yeah.
Himself. That's how black people use today. I'm the drug king around here. Y'all buy my product. He come, you will get rid of him. It's still going on now today. Right. I know. Down the way. Wait a minute. Shoot that nigga. That's right. Shoot that nigga. Go ahead, bro.
And as we continue to read the chapter, it's gonna get interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna find out why the chapter is named after Judith. Right now, we're pretty much reading about Nebuchadnezzar, trying to reign over other nations and enlarge his body and proclaim himself as God. But this is gearing to finding out what happened and what did Judith did, right, to get her name to be esteemed in this book that we're reading right now. So,
should we read on?
no, that's it. That's the two chapters.
That's it.
Just prepping you guys.
It was so short.
I just wanna read something about this Sennacherib king, right?
Who?
Sennacherib. He did a lot of conquering too. 2 Kings 19:35. So this is a humbling of this king, right? Because he was doing a lot of conquering. Because when you start conquering, you feel good in yourself. Yeah, he's even Alexander the Macedonian. He was proud. Oh, he was proud. He lifted up, and he saw that he was prepared to die after he conquered all these nations, right? And he did all that stuff. I think what they say about 33. He did all of that. When you say First Maccabees chapter 1. And you read First Maccabees chapter 1, and it says also, an evil multiplied. Yeah, that's when I go back to what I read earlier. First Maccabees 1 and 2, and made many wars and won many strongholds and slew the kings of the earth and went to the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations, insomuch that the earth was quiet before him, whereupon he was exalted and his heart was lifted up. So I just going back to First Maccabees chapter 1 verse 2 and 3. We read that earlier.
When? You read it earlier. I was here earlier. Just went right by it. Right here in Judith.
Yeah, in Judith chapter 20, verse 28. Judith second chapter verse 28. Maccabees 1:1-3.
You got that? McQuarrie. You got that?
Probably goes off a little bit.
No, I won't see it. I'm taking for what it is. No,
Yeah, in verse 28. That's what I
you
said.
read it real fast. I remember reading it. You weren't even here the first chapter. I was here in spirit. You know what? Oh.
All right. Read 2 Kings 2:19. Who's reading it?
Kabar.
Kabar.
All right, 2 Kings 2:19.
Yeah.
21 and 19, you mean.
2 Kings 2:19-35.
Dig it, because I got a highlight over here. McQuarrie gave it to me.
Thank you.
2 Kings 2. Okay, 1935. Okay. And it came to pass that night that the angel of the Lord went out and smote in the camp of the Assyrians 185,000. When they arose early in the morning, behold, they were all dead corpses. Read that.
Yeah. So read verse 36 also.
So Sennacherib, king of the Assyrians,
Assyria.
What?
King of Assyria.
king of Assyria, departed and went and returned and dwelt at Nineveh.
Keep reading.
And it came to pass, as he was worshiping in the house of Mishra, his god, that Adramelech and Sharezer, his sons, smote him with the sword, and they escaped into the land of Armenia, and Esarhaddon, his son, reigned in his stead.
So what happened? An angel came and wiped out his whole army.
Yeah.
And he woke up and saw all dead men. Right? So he departed and returned and dwelt in Nineveh, trying to worship his God, and his sons killed them and reigned in his stead. So his all that conquering was what he did. The angel just killed and wipe out his whole army. So it's like, where's this military force? Where's his might? You know, it's all gone.
Oh, yeah.
So even his false God when he wouldn't even help him or whatever. It was all wiped out. His military might wiped out. All right, so.
Right in verse 36. Say that word again. So who? Sennacherib. Go ahead, boy.
Sennacherib, yeah.
Yeah, you put it. But how you pronounce it?
Sennacherib.
He says S-H.
Yeah. Sennacherib.
He's Jamaican, I'm American.
Okay.
Let's hear what the Haitian has to say. How you say it?
Sennacherib. All right, so we read later on, further on in the chapters, you find out what happened to him.
You Haitian?
Yeah.
Why you go there right all the time? What's that got to do with anything? No, I don't know. They not evil though. Who? The Haitians. They practice witchcraft. What are you talking about? Damn, Ronnie. You can't take nobody with that.
They defeated Napoleon. Simeon.
Yeah, man. I don't even know about that.
Simeon and Levi.
Yeah, no doubt.
Defeated Napoleon.
Do your parents speak Creole?
My dad, too, was raised here in America.
Oh, okay.
So he didn't speak it.
You go back to Haiti? Your pops spoke Creole, right? Your pops go out?
Bandit.
Oh, you never been there? Good. Your mother too? Because he go all the time. He take it off over in Haiti, though, right? Yeah, he would speak. And when you give him that trip?
So, next.
I'm going to Jamaica next week, that's right. If everything work out. For real? Yeah. Who's gonna watch the house? Whoever's in, he's gonna pray.
So next,
you gonna wait hold for me. You gonna he's gonna give it. You gonna do what? He's gonna say what we're reading in the next class. Okay, go ahead.
The next Sabbath service is Numbers 35-36.
Numbers 35-36. Now, when you come back home, you praying
Numbers 35-36. All right, so that ends the Sabbath service. And so stay tuned for the closing prayers. Someone get the blinds, please. All right, stay tuned for the closing prayers.
Hey. Oh, you on Jamaica? Oh, 3 hours. It's gonna be 3 hours. What are you doing? Oh, sorry. Oh, shit. ahead anyway. His mama, she ain't never coming back. I don't know. Go right away. He gonna run back to him. He gonna look outside the window. He gonna pull the shades up like he ain't home. Shh, tell the TV. He died deep that nigga. He too much he did. Wait, somebody he too much. Did you see that other one?
Barakta Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, Asherah, Nathalanawa, Parya, Hakapan, Tuwada, Aman, La, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, At Yasha'Allah. Blessed are you, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, that give to us the fruit of the vine. Thank you, so be it, to Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, with Israel. I Madwa Panya Jerusalem, stand and face Jerusalem. Yahweh, Basham, Yahweh Shai, Babakashah, Shamai, Lanawa, Aitha, Yum Yun, Aitha, Shalak, Ma'aka'ala, Wa'ala Ayam, Tazwadakiam, La, Shamor Ayah, Barak, Rapah, Magun, Wakazayak, Banya, Yasha'ala, Washalak, Lanawa, Rabiam, Kakama, Rabiam, Da'ait, Rabiam, Bayana, Rabiam, Sabalamwat, Rabiam, Amawan, Rabiam, Aqua, Rabiam, Ahabiam, Rabiam, Haganah, Rakanaya, Wasalak, Kal, Katayamnawa, Lawarakiam, Wayasha'ala, Damyad, Waivalam, Basham, Yahushai, Tuwada, Aman. Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, please listen to us now, right now. Send Michael, Powers, angel, to watch over, bless, heal, protect, and make strong the children of Israel, and send to us much wisdom, much knowledge, much understanding, much patience, much faith, much brotherhood, much love, much spiritual protection, and forgive all our sins for the brothers and Israel, always and forever, in the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it. The four corners prayer. Yahweh, Basham, Yahushai, Baraknawa, Wayasha'ala, Wabati Sapari, Shamai, Yasharala, Yahweh, Alahainawa, Yahweh, Akkad. All right. Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Israel.
Shalom. Enjoy the rest of the Sabbath. Shalom.